Pete Rose is a famous baseball player known for his incredible talent and also for getting into trouble. He grew up playing baseball in Cincinnati and became the player with the most hits in Major League Baseball, but he got in trouble because he was gambling on baseball games. Pete Rose, a name that evokes both admiration and controversy in the world of baseball, led a remarkable life and career which ultimately took a dark turn due to his involvement in gambling. Born on April 14, 1941 in Cincinnati, Ohio, Rose grew up to be one of the most iconic figures in Major League Baseball or MLB history. But his fall from grace is equally legendary. This narrative unfolds the story of Pete Rose from his early life to his ban from baseball and his persistent quest for reinstatement and Hall of Fame recognition. Pete Rose's journey into baseball was far from ordinary. Raised in Cincinnati, Ohio, he was a star athlete on the field from a young age. However, his struggles in the classroom hinted at a different future. In his senior year of high school, Rose joined a Class AAA team in the Daytona Amateur League, where he displayed his talent by hitting an impressive 626. This marked the beginning of his baseball career, which would eventually lead to fame and controversy. The turning point came when Rose's uncle, a scout for the Cincinnati Reds, advocated for his nephew's talents. The Reds, in need of promising prospects, decided to give Rose a chance, signing him to a minor league contract. Rose's path to the majors had begun, and it would be far from ordinary. Rose's early years in the major leagues were characterized by versatility as he played multiple positions, including catcher. His nickname, Charlie Hustle, was born during a spring training game when he sprinted to first base on a walk, embodying his relentless determination. Rose's playing style and work ethic quickly endeared him to fans and teammates alike. By 1963, Rose had made a name for himself, winning the Rookie of the Year award. He was elected to his first of many All-Star teams in 1965, cementing his status as one of baseball's rising stars. His exceptional contact-hitting ability made him a valuable asset on the field. Rose's career trajectory skyrocketed when he joined the Cincinnati Reds, famously known as the Big Red Machine during the 1970s. This team, one of the greatest in MLB history, included legends like Johnny Bench and Joe Morgan. Rose was a pivotal figure in their success, showcasing his versatility by transitioning from the outfield to third base for the benefit of the team. During this era, Rose enjoyed some of the best years of his career, winning the National League Most Valuable Player or MVP award in 1973 and leading the Reds in back-to-back World Series victories in 1975 and 1976. As Pete Rose continued to shine, he solidified his place among baseball's elite. He became MLB's all-time hits leader, a milestone he achieved on September 11, 1985, when he recorded his 4,192nd hit with a single to left field. This momentous achievement etched his name into the annals of baseball history, and it seemed that Rose's legacy was secure. While Rose's playing career had reached extraordinary heights, his journey took a new turn when free agency was introduced in the late 1970s. He left Cincinnati and signed with the Philadelphia Phillies in the 1978 offseason. Although he helped the Phillies win a World Series, his statistics began to decline as he aged. Rose's career continued with brief stints with the Montreal Expos in 1984 and a return to the Reds later that season, where he combined playing and managing duties as a player-manager. This unique role was once common in baseball but has since become rare. Rose's playing days were winding down, but his managerial career was just beginning. However, it was during this time that his life took a tumultuous turn. In February of 1989, rumors began to circulate about Rose's gambling habits. While Rose was known for being a heavy gambler, no concrete evidence of wrongdoing had emerged until 2 months later. The Internal Revenue Service, or IRS, stumbled upon betting slips bearing Pete Rose's name, fingerprints, and handwriting. These slips, totaling thousands of dollars in wagers per day on baseball, shocked the baseball world and its fans. The difference between Pete Rose's gambling and previous scandals, such as the 1919 Chicago Black Sox, lay in his approach. Rose consistently bet on his team to win. He fervently believed in his team's abilities and placed bets accordingly. In an interview with Dan Patrick on ESPN Radio, Rose explained, "I bet on my team to win every night because I love my team. I believe in my team. I did everything in my power every night to win that game." The revelation sent shockwaves throughout the league and prompted Major League Baseball to launch an investigation. Just 9 days into the inquiry, John Dowd, the leader of the investigation, submitted a damning 225-page report to MLB Commissioner Bart Giamatti. The report detailed Rose's extensive gambling activities and included records of bets placed on games involving the Cincinnati Reds, a team he was managing. On August 24, 1989, MLB announced its verdict. Pete Rose was banned from baseball for life and placed on the sport's permanently ineligible list. Rose was found guilty of violating Rule 21D, which had been implemented after the Black Sox scandal to prohibit gambling by any player or employee in professional baseball. Importantly, Rose voluntarily accepted his placement on the ineligible list, preventing MLB from publicly disclosing the damning evidence they had gathered during their investigation. While waiting to hear about his potential reinstatement, Pete Rose's life took another hit. He was sentenced to 5 months in prison for filing false income tax returns stemming from his failure to report income from the sale of memorabilia. After serving his prison sentence, Rose returned to a bleak reality. His hopes of reinstatement were fading. In 2004, more than a decade after his banishment, Pete Rose released his autobiography, My Prison Without Bars. In this revealing book, Rose confessed to his gambling habits and described his obsession with betting. The autobiography provided the long-expected confirmation of his involvement in gambling, further tarnishing his reputation. Despite his ban from baseball, Pete Rose has never stopped seeking reinstatement and Hall of Fame consideration. He believed that he could convince commissioners, including Bud Selig and Rob Manfred, to lift his lifetime ban. However, this hope seemed increasingly remote with each passing year. In recent years, Pete Rose's relentless pursuit of reinstatement back into Major League Baseball has gained renewed momentum. Fueled by the fallout from the Houston Astros sign-stealing scandal, Rose argued that his lifetime ban was disproportionately severe when compared to the relatively light punishments meted out to Astros players implicated in their cheating scheme. He pointed to what he saw as a double standard in the way MLB addressed rule violations, further emphasizing the apparent inconsistency in disciplinary actions. However, despite Rose's appeals and his assertion of inequity, the odds of his reinstatement remained exceedingly slim. MLB has displayed no inclination to reverse its long-standing decision to banish him from the sport, maintaining a steadfast stance against his involvement. Additionally, the Baseball Hall of Fame, an institution closely aligned with MLB, has adhered to the league's position, continuing to exclude Rose from consideration for enshrinement. The ongoing debate surrounding Pete Rose serves as a divisive issue within the baseball community. On one side of the argument, some believe that Rose's remarkable on-field accomplishments should outweigh his gambling-related transgressions, emphasizing his unparalleled talent and contribution to the game. Conversely, others contend that his banishment from baseball and his exclusion from the Hall of Fame are justifiable consequences for his actions, asserting the importance of maintaining the integrity of the sport and upholding its rules. In the annals of baseball history, Pete Rose's story stands as a complex and polarizing one. His remarkable journey from a young star in Cincinnati to becoming the MLB's all-time hits leader is intertwined with the controversy of his gambling habits. The legacy of Charlie Hustle is one of exceptional talent and relentless determination on the field, but it is also marked by a fall from grace that led to a lifetime ban from the sport he loved. Despite his banishment, Pete Rose's quest for reinstatement and a place in the Hall of Fame persists. His autobiography laid bare his gambling habits, leaving no doubt about his actions. Yet, the debate rages on among baseball enthusiasts, with some arguing for his reinstatement based on his on-field achievements, while others support his exclusion as a just consequence. As the Pete Rose saga continued to unfold, one thing remains certain. His story is an integral part of baseball's history, a tale of talent, controversy, and enduring passion for the game. Whether or not he will ever find his way back to the good graces of MLB and the Hall of Fame remains a question unanswered, keeping fans engaged in an ongoing debate. If you enjoyed this narrative, please like, share, and subscribe for more engaging sports stories and content. For more such untold stories, like, share, and subscribe to my channel.